You've been thinking about quitting, haven't you? The weight, the struggle, it's all just too much. But before you walk away, hear me out. Because that decision, that one moment of giving up could cost you everything you've worked for. All that progress wiped away, your dream, your future hanging in the balance. So, before you throw in the towel, are you ready to give up on everything you've fought for? Or will you push through and become the person you're destined to be? Let's talk about why quitting right now is the worst thing you can do. Pain is temporary, quitting is forever. You think quitting will make the pain stop? It won't. It just transfers the pain to regret. If you quit now, you'll wake up every day knowing you back down. Stay in the fight. Life is going to test you. It's going to hit you hard, knock you down, and make you question everything. And when that moment comes, when you're exhausted, frustrated, and ready to throw in the towel, that's when you have a choice. Do you give in to the pain, or do you push forward? Understand this, pain is temporary, but quitting is forever. Whatever struggle you're facing right now, it won't last forever. The exhaustion, the frustration, the setbacks, they're all part of the process. But if you quit, that sticks with you. That regret doesn't fade. It becomes a voice in the back of your mind whispering, what if I had kept going? Think about every challenge you've overcome before. Every time you thought you couldn't take one more step, and yet you did. You survived, you grew, and that's proof that you can do it again. The difference between the person who succeeds and the one who fails isn't talent, luck, or genetics. It's who's willing to suffer longer. So when life pushes you, push back harder. When your mind tells you to quit, laugh in its face and keep moving. Because every second you endure makes you stronger. Every hardship you conquer builds resilience. And one day you'll look back and realize that the pain wasn't the enemy, it was the foundation of your strength. Keep going, because the only thing worse than the pain of discipline is the pain of regret. Your mind is your biggest enemy. That little voice telling you to quit, that's weakness, that's comfort. Your mind is designed to protect you from discomfort, but growth lives in discomfort. Override that weak voice and push through. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have, but it's also the biggest obstacle standing in your way. It will try to convince you that you're too tired, too weak, too unprepared. It will throw doubt, fear, and excuses at you, all to keep you comfortable. But comfort is the enemy of progress. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, your mind will resist. It's wired for survival, not growth. It wants you to stay safe, avoid risk, and take the easy road. But if you listen to that weak voice, you'll never become the person you were meant to be. Because growth happens in the struggle. Strength is built in the resistance. Think about the last time you wanted to quit. What was really stopping you? Was it your body giving out, or was it that voice in your head telling you, this is too hard? The truth is, your body can handle more than your mind lets you believe. You think you're done at 40%, but you've got another 60% left in the tank. You just have to push past the mental roadblocks. So when your mind tells you to stop, don't listen. When it says you're not good enough, prove it wrong. When it tries to keep you comfortable, fight back. Because the moment you take control of your thoughts, you take control of your life. You are stronger than your excuses, you are tougher than your doubts, and you are capable of far more than you think. Now go prove it. Nobody cares. Keep going. You want people to feel sorry for you? They don't. The world keeps moving whether you quit or not. The only person who can change your life is you. So stop looking for sympathy and get to work. Listen up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares how tired you are. Nobody cares how unfair life has been. Nobody is coming to save you. And you know what? That's the best news you'll ever hear. Because it means that you are in control. You don't need permission. You don't need approval. The power to change your life is in your hands. So stop waiting for someone to feel sorry for you. Stop expecting the world to give you a break. Get up and get to work. Life is tough for everyone. You're not the only one struggling. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple. One group keeps going despite the struggle. The other makes excuses. Which one are you? Maybe people doubted you. Maybe they wrote you off. Good. Let that fuel you, because at the end of the day, nobody remembers the person who quit. They remember the one who pushed through when the odds were against them, the one who didn't stop even when no one was watching. You can either sit around complaining about how hard things are, or you can grind in silence and let your results speak for themselves. The choice is yours. So get up, keep pushing, keep fighting, because when the world sees what you've built with your own two hands, they won't be able to ignore you anymore. Nobody cares? Good. That means nothing can stop you. Suffering builds strength. Every struggle, every setback, every ounce of pain you feel right now is forging something in you. Your pain is your power. The more you suffer, the stronger you become. Struggle isn't your enemy, it's your training ground. Every moment of pain, every setback, every time you feel like you're at your breaking point, it's all building something inside you. Strength, discipline, resilience. You don't become strong by avoiding pain. You don't grow by staying comfortable. The only way to level up in life is by embracing the struggle and using it to make you better. Look at the most unstoppable people in the world. Do you think they got there by taking it easy? No. They got there by enduring what most people run from. Think about it. When you push yourself in the gym, what happens? Your muscles tear, they burn, they scream for you to stop. But if you keep going, if you push past that pain, you come back stronger. The same rule applies to life. The more you suffer, the more you grow. Every challenge, every hardship, every failure, it's all making you unbreakable. So stop wishing things were easier. Stop praying for comfort. Start seeing every obstacle as an opportunity to become tougher, sharper, and more relentless. Because pain isn't here to stop you, it's here to shape you. Next time you feel like giving up, remember, this suffering is your transformation. Every time you refuse to quit, every time you push through, you're becoming the version of yourself that can't be broken. So embrace the pain, own the struggle, and watch yourself become unstoppable. You've come too far to turn back now. Look at where you started. Look at how much you've endured. You're battle-tested. You're still standing. Why would you throw all that away? Keep moving forward. Think about where you started. Think about the blood, sweat, and sacrifices it took to get here. Every late night, every early morning, every ounce of energy you poured into this journey, and now you want to quit? Now, when you're closer than you've ever been? No, that's not an option. You didn't come this far just to walk away empty-handed. The pain you're feeling right now, that's the price of progress. The struggle, that's proof that you're on the right path. If it were easy, everybody would do it. But you're built different. You've already proven that by making it this far. The truth is, most people quit when success is just around the corner. They let the discomfort, the doubt, the fatigue convince them to stop. But that's when you have to push the hardest, because on the other side of this struggle is everything you've been working for. You didn't endure all that hardship just to quit when it gets tough. You didn't fight through all those setbacks just to settle. You owe it to yourself to keep going. So when you feel like giving up, remind yourself, I've already come too far. I've already sacrificed too much, and I refuse to stop now. Dig deep. Find that last drop of energy, that last ounce of fight, and use it. Because if you keep pushing forward, one day you'll look back and realize this was the moment that made you unstoppable. Your future self is watching you. One day you're going to look back at this moment. Will you be proud that you fought through, or ashamed that you let your emotions win? Decide now which version of you you're going to be. Right now, at this very moment, your future self is watching. The person you're going to become, the one with the success, the discipline, the strength you dream of. They're looking back at you, hoping you make the right choice. So ask yourself, what kind of story do you want to tell? Do you want to look back and be proud of the fact that you pushed through, that you didn't quit when things got tough? Or do you want to be haunted by regret, knowing you gave up when you were so close? Every action you take today is shaping the version of you that exists tomorrow. Every time you push through pain, every time you fight through doubt, you're building a future you can be proud of. But every excuse, every moment you give in, every time you say, I'll do it later, you're making your future self weaker. Think about it. If you quit today, what happens next? Does life magically get easier? No. You just create a habit of quitting. But if you fight through, if you keep going despite the struggle, you build a habit of resilience, a habit of greatness. So before you quit, ask yourself, what would my future self want me to do right now? Because the decisions you make today will either set you up for success or regret. Make sure the person you become thanks you, not hates you. Keep going. Excuses are lies you tell yourself. I'm tired. Good. I don't feel like it. Nobody cares. It's too hard. That's the point. If it were easy, everybody would do it. Stop making excuses and execute. Let's be real. Every excuse you've ever made is just a lie you told yourself to justify quitting. I'm too tired. Lie. I don't have enough time. Lie. It's too hard. Lie. The truth? You just don't want to suffer. Your mind is an expert at finding ways to keep you comfortable. It will convince you that you need a break, that you're not ready, that the odds are stacked against you, but deep down, you know better. You know that the only thing standing between you and success is the work you're avoiding. Successful people feel the same discomfort, the same doubt, the same fatigue. The difference? They don't listen to the lies. They push through even when they don't feel like it. They show up when no one else will. That's why they win. Look at your life right now. How many opportunities have you missed because you believed your own excuses? How much time have you wasted waiting for the right moment that never came? If you don't take control now, you'll wake up years from today full of regret, knowing that you held yourself back. It's time to call yourself out. No more excuses, no more lies, just action. The next time that weak voice in your head tells you to quit, shut it down. Take control and prove to yourself that you are stronger than your excuses. Because you are. Now get to work. You're stronger than you think. Your mind quits before your body does. You think you're done at 40%, but you got 60% more in the tank. Push past the breaking point. That's where the real you is waiting. You've no idea how strong you really are. The truth is, your body and mind are capable of so much more than you believe. When you hit that wall, when you feel like you're done, that's the moment you have to dig deeper. Because you're only at 40% of your potential. You've got 60% more waiting to be unleashed. Every time you think you can't take another step, that's your mind trying to stop you. Your body has the ability to endure more than you can even imagine, but your mind is holding you back. Don't listen to the voice that says, I can't. That voice is weak. It's scared. It doesn't know your true potential. Remember, it's in those moments when you feel like you have nothing left that your true power shows up. That's when you break through your limits. That's when you prove to yourself that you're capable of achieving things you never thought possible. Think back to the hardest things you've done in your life. The times when you didn't think you could go on, but you did, didn't you? You pushed through. And each time you did, you became stronger. This is no different. So when the going gets tough and you feel like you've reached your breaking point, remind yourself, you're stronger than you think. You've got more inside of you than you'll ever know until you stop letting doubt control you. Push through, because you haven't even come close to your full potential yet. Discipline over motivation. Motivation is weak. It fades. You're not always going to feel like it. That's why discipline wins. Show up even when you don't want to. That's how champions are made. Motivation is a fleeting feeling. It comes in waves, like a spark that ignites your drive for a moment, then fades away just as quickly. You wake up full of energy, ready to crush the day. But what happens when that motivation disappears? What happens when you're tired, or the excitement fades, or life throws a curveball at you? That's when discipline steps in. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fails. It's the force that gets you out of bed at 5 a.m., even when you don't feel like it. It's the habit you build day by day that pushes you to take action, whether you're inspired or not. Discipline is what separates the dreamers from the doers. You don't have to feel motivated to make progress. You just need to show up. The days you feel drained, the days you're not in the mood, those are the days that define you. When you do what needs to be done, even when it's hard, that's when you win. Think about the most successful people in the world. Do you think they only work when they feel motivated? No, they've built the habit of showing up no matter what. They don't wait for inspiration to strike. They know that success isn't a matter of feeling, it's a matter of consistency. So the next time you feel like skipping a workout, procrastinating on your goals, or letting life's distractions take over, remember this: discipline is the key to progress. It's what will get you through the tough days. It's what will get you to where you want to be. Prove yourself right. Everybody doubted you. Maybe you doubted you, but deep down, you know you're capable of more. So show the world, show yourself. Finish what you started. There are plenty of people in this world who will doubt you, question your abilities, and tell you that you can't do it. But here's the harsh truth. The only person who really matters in that equation is you. Your belief in yourself is what will either lift you to new heights or keep you stuck where you are. Stop waiting for others to validate your dreams. Stop hoping for approval or encouragement from people who don't see your vision. You don't need them. You need to prove one person right. The person staring back at you in the mirror. the person who knows what you're capable of, even when the world doesn't. Every time someone doubts you, let that fuel you. Every time you feel like you can't do it, remember, this is your chance to show yourself that you can. The only thing that matters is whether or not you believe in yourself enough to keep going, even when things get tough. Think about all the times you've doubted your own potential, the moments when you felt like you weren't good enough or strong enough to reach your goals. But here you are. You've already proven that you can push through the hard times. You've already shown that you can rise above. Now, it's time to do it again. So stop looking for external validation. Stop waiting for the right moment. Prove yourself right. Believe in your own strength, your own resilience, and your ability to overcome. Because at the end of the day, the only person you need to convince is you. Look, I get it. It's tough. You've been pushed to your limit, and quitting feels like the easiest option. But remember, you're stronger than you think. The pain, the struggle, it's all part of your growth. Don't let that moment of weakness define you. So, are you going to give up on everything you've fought for? No. You're going to dig deeper, push through, and keep going. Because your future self will thank you for it. I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt like quitting? Drop a comment below and share your story. Let's support each other in the struggle. And if you're ready to get even stronger, check out the next video in the playlist. It's packed with tips to help you build the mental toughness you need to crush your goals. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.